Wellness Show, episode number 385.
Welcome to the Wellness Show, a podcast on health and wealth. I'm your host, Tyhson, the founder of the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy. Join me as we get the latest insight, tips, and strategies from wellness providers, coaches, and successful, heart-centered entrepreneurs, and much, much more. Welcome to the Wellness Show on Health, Wealth, and Enlightenment. And I'm your host, Tyhson Bannigan. And we're here with you for the next hour to answer all your questions on dowsing energy healing, what's up in your life, and what's up on planet Earth. And I'm here with my co-host, Laura Kuhl. And today the topic is the power of water, the power of blessed water. So if you'd like to phone in and talk about water, or if you need a healing or a clearing, or you just want to know what's up on planet Earth, give us a phone call, toll free in North America, 1-866-369-7464. You can leave comments wherever you're watching the show, and Laura will pick them up and bring them in. And also you can share the show to your network and receive a backstage pass where you get to come in and be able to be the first to ask your questions through the chat, and also to come on live as part of the show if you so choose to do that. So without further ado, let's get this show rolling. So Laura, water everywhere.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Water everywhere. It's true.
Yeah.
And it's becoming more and more sacred.
Yes, absolutely.
Good water.
Yeah, I think I was talking on the show before that there is one group that's building an ark, a model of the ark, full scale. So I'm wondering if they know something that we don't know, right? But I don't know. Trying to stock an ark for 40 days and 40 nights in the hope that that's only how long it's going to rain. I don't know. But anyway, whatever floats your boat, I guess, is important, right?
I don't know. The last time we had a big flood, God gave us the rainbow, though, as a promise to not do that again. So I don't know.
All right. Well, there's,
Can we go back on the promise?
I don't know. Anyway, maybe we don't have a vengeful God this time around anyway. I think the vengeful God is actually ourselves, but, don't tell anybody that. So let's talk about water. I'm going to share the screen and see if I can find some magic pictures that I brought up.
Wonderful.
And now let me just see, where did I put that magic picture? Because I wanted to talk about, well, maybe I can't find it this way. Maybe I won't share the screen. I will see if I can just flip over and get it. Okay, so I just brought up a graphic. And it's called Water in the Human Body. So did you know that you are just about an ocean of water inside of yourself? Your brain is 75% water. Your blood is 83% water. Your heart is 79. Your bones are 22. Your muscles are 75. Your liver is 86. And your kidneys are 83. I don't know what the average would be in there, but it would be somewhere, I think, in the 80s, maybe in the low 80s, that you are 80% water. So that's pretty amazing, eh? So blessing water is really learning how to bless your body.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we baptize each other, yeah?
Absolutely, that's why we baptize each other, right? Absolutely. In the River Jordan, you too can be baptized, right? The next step baptism is by the fire, but we'll talk about that later. That's a whole different thing. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday in the sacred marriage, which is the burning of the fire that cleanses and heals all the trauma and what no longer serves you, so the Kundalini can rise through your spinal column, and then you can have that internal fire, right? That fire that cleanses all. So that's the baptism of fire and the baptism of water. So water is pretty special in my life because not only does it, when you bless it, it hydrates the cells, it flushes out the toxins and puts your intention in at the basic level, right, at the cellular level.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just talk about, maybe I can see if I can find the right one up here. Here it is here, and see if I can then share my screen.
Okay.
and see if we can find that one. So this has to do what's in your tap water. Here it is here. We're just going to share it here.
Yeah.
So this is what's in normal tap water, and why I encourage you, if you're going to drink tap water, I prefer you that you didn't. But if you do drink it, you need to be clearing it. This is the sort of things that's in average tap water. Pharmaceutical drugs, barium, fecal matter, lead, chloroform, pesticides, VOCs, chromium, parasites, petroleum byproducts, fluoride, arsenic, glyphosate, nitrates, microplastic, PCBs, trihomomethanes, I don't know what those are, chlorines, aluminums, mercuries, and they forgot to say all of everybody's meds that have been thrown down into the water as well.
We did
So,
say pharmaceuticals.
oh, it did say
That's
pharmaceutical.
the very first one, pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah, so you know,
You gotta pay attention.
yeah, pay attention. So there you are. That's what's normally in your tap water, and why you need to actually filter your water. So you know, I highly recommend that you consider, of course, a system that I've done some research around, and just going to hold it up here. It's called the Zero Water Filter, and it's available on in the wellness store, www.thewellnessstore.ca. It's very inexpensive. It also takes out all of the toxins, but it also makes the water alkaline, which allows your body to absorb the water better. Most tap water, the energy around the molecule of the water doesn't match the vibration of the cell. So the water will come to the cell, but the cell won't open up to receive the water because it doesn't match vibrationally. So you could be drinking lots of water, tap water, and still be
Or bottled
actually dehydrated because the cell is not opening up to receive the water. So that's why you want the harmonics of the two to be the same. So the cell opens up, takes the water and flushes out the toxins and takes out what no longer serves you, and puts your intention in at the cellular level.
Right. Yeah. That's why I use a restructure on my water, on my RO. And then I also add in some Himalayan salt and some, what is it? The C, oxygen or something. Cell food. That's what I put in. Cell food.
So I guess the big question is, well, how do you bless water? Well, as a dowser, we've been taught
Hold on.
to use 995.
Yeah.
And 995 as a blessing is for your food and your water is very, very powerful. You can also use 997, which is a spiritualization of the water. 995 creates an energy field that grows exponentially. So if you were to take that picture that Laura's holding up there, and then you blessed it with 995 or put 995 on the picture, then measured it before you put it on there, and then after, then you'd have the explosive field that would occur with your dowsing rod. So you'd have an increase in the factor of 5 to 10 times a larger auric field around the water that you bless. Laura's also showing that cobalt blue has the ability to also alkalize water. And I have a little video that I haven't actually produced, but when I was at the conference back east at the American Dowsing Association's conference, and there was a person who had those sort of little blue bottles and also had, testing kits. So they were showing us all the different bottled water and how acidic all the bottled water was, and highly recommend you don't use bottled water. It's terrible. And then blue bottle, we put the energy, the same water in the blue bottle, and it went alkaline, right? So just by putting it in there. And then we blessed the water with 995, and it even made the water more alkaline, and that we could prove it with the strips. So I like the fact that it was proof positive, scientific proof that blessing the water will make it alkaline. So we really encourage you to use 995, right, to bless your water.
Yes.
And also to do an invocation for water. And I'm just going to share the screen again. And those are the cell food drops that Laura is using to activate her.
And then this is the restructure. So there's Shugnite. How do you say that? Shugnite?
Shungite.
Shugnite.
Shungite.
Yeah, those little balls in there, that's what they're made out of. And that has some like restructuring properties in that as well, as far as what I was told. And so it goes in there and it's like going over rocks in a river. So it restructures it so that your body can then take like he was saying, it harmonizes and makes that the H2O go into your cells easier. And then the cell food has an oxygen and nutrient supplement that my acupuncturist 20 years ago told me about. So I've been doing that. My fish is a beta, and this is what I give my beta. The person at the fish store said, "You'll be lucky if the beta lives a year." We're going on 4.
Really good.
He's a lucky little fish.
So we were talking about invocation you can use for water.
Okay.
And so I was just going to share my screen and show you the invocation that I use for water. And then you can also change it in any way you want. But this is my invocation to water. I reactivate this water of life to its original divine blueprint. And as I drink, I am illuminated by the water of light. And I declare I am the master in all that I am. Okay, so that's what I use as my invocation on my water. It's actually in a plastic sheet behind the bottles that I use to activate my water. And in those large bottles, which are like the big bottles you get from, from stores that sell large pickle jars, or how mayonnaise comes in those big, or ketchup comes in those large jars. I have this behind the jar as the intention of blessing the water. And then in those large jars, I have one amethyst crystal and one amethyst crystal and one rose quartz crystal, one to activate my third eye and the other to activate my heart. I also have then prills in the water, and the prills is to change the viscosity of the water so that it's easier for once again, for the body to be able to absorb it. So while I'm sharing my screen here, let me just see if I'll take the screen off for now. So yeah, so that's the invocation. I encourage you to use your own invocation or use the one that I'm using. It will be very helpful for you to activate your water. And then I just wanted to also then go back and share the screen again and show you this picture that I highly recommend for you to consider buying after the research that I've done and what I felt was a really good deal given the price point that it's at. And so there it is. So this not only revitalizes the water, increases the energy, makes you feel better, and you can see that it's has a high pH content to the water, and it really does work, and the water is sweet. We use it here, and yeah, this is as good as a Kega water filter system, which is about $6,000. I don't know what it is. It's $3,000 to $4,000.
Yeah.
So this is much less expensive than that system. So
Well, can
all
you
about
put
it here.
the number back up on there for us, or do we
What's
get it from you? Do we get?
Yeah,
the
I just go over to the wellness store, www.thewellnessstore.ca, and you can order it right there. I have an affiliate link that will take you there and helps me pay for my groceries.
So are there 3 S's, the wellness and then store?
Yeah, the wellnessstore.ca. It'll be up on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
It says Zero Water focuses on quality when creating alkaline and antioxidant water by processing the water through a precise 6-step process to give you best water for your health. Zero Water starts with filtration, which leads into alkalinity, adding antioxidants, molecular hydrogen, microclustering, and then energizing water through proprietary infusion process that imprints the water, right? Whoops.
Wow.
Imprints the water. So anyway, and you can see where the alkalinity is compared to tap water, and Zero Water filter is way up there in the 9 to 10 point. You can see tap water is way down here in the 6, and bottled water is even worse. And if you really want to do yourself in, drink Pepsi or Coca-Cola or any one of those types of soda, and you're really going to create an acid environment, and you will not be able to absorb the water in your body, right? So there you are. That's a little bit about what the Sarah water filter is all about. And if you want to save some money and you already have a Brita water filter, then the actual inserts, right? The filters actually fit into a Brita
Oh,
filter.
that's good to know.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool. So you can save some money. You don't necessarily have to buy the system. You can use the inserts. Okay, and so this is antioxidant, talks about how antioxidants help counter the free radicals, which are the part, which really causes anti-aging, which comes from tap water and traditional filtered water, and reverse osmosis, which some people say actually takes the minerals right out of your body because it's neutral, and because of the polarity in the water, it just takes the minerals out of your body. So there you are. That's give a little bit overview on the Sarah water filter system. Highly recommended, not that expensive.
That's nice. And
Yeah.
we want our listeners to know too that when your body is an alkaline state, then illness can't connect to you. That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. An alkaline body. Let's put it this way: disease and disorder can only thrive in an acid body, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it really means it goes from anaerobic to or whatever the other one to anaerobic is. One is oxygen, which cleans the body, and the other is without oxygen, which allows you to disease and disorder to occur. So no virus or any other pathogen can exist in an alkaline body. And of course, you can do it through food as well. But if you think about it, you're drinking much more of volume of water than you are food, and it's easier to get into that alkaline state by what you drink. I'm not saying not be careful about the food you eat as well. So
Sure.
I'm just going to move on a bit. I don't know if we have any questions out there as we're rattling along here at a fairly rapid rate. Is there any questions out there?
Oz is sharing all the different things that she does with her bottles. She does the Ho'oponopono, say it, Ho'oponopono prayer.
Say that again. I like that. That's really quite funny. The Ho'oponopono prayer.
Ho'oponopono. Now, come on now. I don't give you.
I didn't say a word. Okay, moving right on here. With the Ho'oponopono.
And
Yeah, the Ho'oponopono prayer is a very good thing to do to bless things, right?
yes, and she said, I noticed that people who usually cannot drink enough water have an imbalance in receiving or the female energy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they look like a dried prune as well.
Oh my.
The highest percentage of the population is dehydrated. And of course, I forgot to talk about, we had on the show the one and only, doctor, the good old doctor of a water cure, right? And about
Yeah.
how water can get water used in the right way with Himalayan salt and actually cure.
Yes, he's an interesting gentleman. He's very passionate about water and health, of using water to create health within the body. That's a really good show. Do we still have that on the wellness show?
Of course, you can go back to all the previous shows and you can find it there. Absolutely, you can do that. So oh, that's right. Because we used the word water, we used the water cure. So here he is here, the one and only, the water cure.
Now we're gonna get this one set down.
Yeah, we'll probably get cure. Well, anyway, it's buried. It's not in the title, so most likely Google won't find it, but maybe they will. So are you ready to learn the best kept secret on the planet? You can heal yourself naturally with the water cure. And by the way, if you're interested in knowing what he did say, we do have it, and we'll send you it privately. How about that? So if you're interested, we do have the whole show before it got taken down on YouTube, and we can send you that. And actually, we should put it in Academy so people can get it there. Never mind what the rules are on YouTube. So you can heal yourself naturally with the water cue. I think he's done that 2 or 3 times in his life. He's had near-death experiences and then remember, oh yeah, I learned how to do this. I cured myself with water. And so, but the thing is, if you're going to do this, we want you not just to read the book. We don't want you to just jump in this. I think you really need to get hold of him and use him as your coach or as your guide. Because it's the right way to do this, or the wrong way to do this. And if you start drinking the amount of water that he did to heal himself, you could really cause a lot of damage to yourself if you don't know how to do it in the right way. That's why he says enlightened hydration, right?
Yeah.
So we'll put the link for that if you, and if you want to private message me or Laura saying that you would like to have access to what he had to say in the interview, let us know. And I also make the effort of posting it as a mini course for free in the academy.
Yeah.
In the brand new academy that's coming up, www.thewellnessacademy.ca. Not launched yet, but working on the back end, and it should be live in the not too distant future. So that's the water cure.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Carey. Okay, so there you are. So there's one more thing I wanted to talk about in this area, and that is I do what's called quantum sound therapy. Okay, quantum sound therapy is what's in your voice is in your life. There's more information in your voice than in your fingerprint. So I know, Laura, you've had that experience. Basically what we do is we bring you on and I ask you if you could wave a magic wand and anything and everything were possible, what would you want to achieve in your life? But first of all, before I ask you that question, I do a baseline inventory. I record your voice and then I look at what's going on in your chakras, both on the physical and then on the emotional, and then on the mental, then on the spiritual, and then on the future possibilities. Then I ask you that question, you know, if you could wave a magic wand and have whatever you want, what would it be? Then I take you to that 0 point inside of yourself, clear all away the trauma or what's in the way, and then record your voice again. Through the meditation, I've calmed you and brought you to that still point. And then you can usually see a quantum jump in your energy field, which to me is exciting because you get proof positive that when you are one and in your heart, right, and connected to source, that your energy level just goes skyrockets, right? And that's how you manifest. And then we can print that out. And then there's a sound file that's about 23 minutes long, 23 to 32 minutes. You listen to that and you have an opportunity after COVID-19, you can fly out here and do it in the dodecahedron sound chamber, which is a pretty cool experience. And then you take your sound file and we put it through a scalar wave. And I'll just reveal the curtain here. And there's the scalar wave generators back there with the little blue lights on them. They're bigger ones downstairs. And we put your sound through and it comes out into structured water here. So here's what the structured water looks like here. So this is one of 5 different varieties, or there's more than that, of structured water. And you can see the snowflake on there, which is what it looks like when you freeze the water. So this already has like super calm, relaxed formula already in it. The key is in the geometry, which is, you know, opens up the cells, like we said, because it's structured, right? But then we put your vibration in there, your intention of what you want to heal or what you want to transform. And now you have 6 ounces of water, 1 ounce makes 1 American gallon, and you drink 5 or 6 glasses a day and put in that intention into your cells. The cells open up, they flush out the toxins and put in the tension at the cellular level. And then you listen to the sound file. So you have what that intention from the outside in through the sound and the inside out through the water. And you climb the ladder of consciousness. So there you are. That's another way of using water, right? To inform yourselves with the intention, which is another way of just blessing it. But this is blessing it with the deeper sounds from your voice that even right all the way down to the subconscious level that you're not aware of it will clear those programs as well.
Absolutely. Is your phone on?
Is my phone on? My phone is plugged in. And my phone is officially, we're just going to test it here. I think it is on, but we're going to just test it here. And we're going from the silent mode. It is on.
Because I think Sandy wants to call back for her message from that I got yesterday for her and her sister. Well, it was
All
really
right. Well, we haven't got a phone call yet, but the line is open, 1-866
Tell her to call.
369-7464. And we're waiting for your call. We have somebody in the chat too.
No, that was Michael
That was
telling me that
Michael.
Sandy wants her message, and I say, but she
All
wants
right.
to call.
So don't forget, if you share in the show, let us know, or we can actually find out through the share button whether you shared the show or not, and you get a backstage pass. This is from Red Deer, Alberta.
That's Sandy.
Hello. You're on the wellness show.
Excellent. I'm just going to turn you off here so it's not ringing in my ear. Great.
So did you know, Sandy, that you live in the same city as my youngest son?
I do now.
Yeah, you do know. No, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So,
And so here you are on the show. So what's up?
I'm calling back for my message from Laura. So I called yesterday and asked for some support.
Yeah.
For my sister who was on her way to having her heart be surgically adjusted. And Laura had a message and I was to call back today, so I'm calling back today.
Great.
Has she talked to her sister?
I'm having a hard time hearing you, so I'm going to ask you to repeat yourself, please.
Yeah. Did you have you contacted your sister?
Yes.
The
Well,
answer
yes, I
is
have.
yes.
And my next question is, did she have anything to say about her procedure when she was down?
She said she was concerned about, she liked her doctor. She had not, she had moved, so she hadn't met a cardiologist before. She liked the cardiologist, and she thanked me for being with her, and she told me what the procedure, sort of what she received.
What she received?
Yes. Like surgically or medically.
Okay. So what I was told was that she was going to be able to talk to God in heaven yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I was told.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't want to tell you, because I wanted her to be able to share that info. Maybe she just, I don't know. I just know that God talked to her while she was under. I knew that all would be well. My hands are sweating right now. It's weird. She was very blessed by this, and I'm not really quite sure why. If for whatever reason why her heart like shut down or wasn't working properly, I
You
believe.
were just going to answer something, Laura. So what were you going to say?
Because she has high aspirations to talk for God, to be a kind of person who she has a high aspiration to be that way, and
to be what? She has a high
that's our heart's desire. That's our heart's desire, Laura. That's why.
It's a heart desire to what? I didn't get that.
Talk to God.
Talk to God.
To embody the godlike quality here.
Embody the godlike qualities. Yeah. Well, that's the type of people we want to work with. They're going to bring about planetary change or transformation. So that's pretty exciting.
And I got goosebumps, so I know that happened, and that her wish will be fulfilled. I would love to talk to her. If she wants to call me at some point, I would love to have a chat with her.
All right, and so your contact information is on the show, is that correct?
Yeah, it's www.laurakuhl.com.
Yep.
And it's also the information on how to get hers in the show notes as well. Any of the show notes for the wellness show, you'll find it there as well.
Good.
You're most welcome. I love that deep sigh as you let go of all of that energy. May you be blessed, and may you have a long and happy life with your sister.
Well, thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
All right, the line is now open. You two can phone in 1-866-369-7464. We're talking about the healing properties of water. And in my experience, water is really the way in which you can heal yourself. So with your own intention to and blessings with water, you can pretty well reverse any disorder or disease that you're experiencing by blessing water. And like we said, you can always get hold of Dr. Garnier. He'll teach you how to do the water cure as well if you need to do it at a really deep level, which is drinking a fair amount of water, which really flushes out the toxins in your system by, creating an inner flood, right? An inner flood. I guess you could call that, another water baptism inside of yourself. I never thought of that way, but that's really what it is. A water baptism inside of yourself. Right?
That's nice. So Oz would like to ask a personal question to you. Are you open for it?
Absolutely.
Are your kids as spiritual as you are?
Good question. I think they're working on it.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I think I don't know if you have experience with kids that are in their 40s. They're so busy raising families and doing what they're doing. My eldest, that when I phone them, it's like, oh, hi, good to hear from you, Dad. But he's so busy in his own world, right? Doing what he needs to do. I would say that my granddaughter is going to be the one that, like when I talk to my granddaughter, she's, on the walk that they take, she's pointing out all the flowers and all the herbs and all of that sort of stuff. She's, she's way ahead of her time, so to speak. So I don't know this generation. Maybe my youngest is in his 20s, and he's still finding his way. He's just moved into an apartment in where this lady phoned from, and so he's on his own path. And I think if his spirituality is really figuring out who he is. He loves theater. He loves bringing that sort of inspiration to people through theater. So we'll see. So the answer to that is I don't know. I really, they're still a work in progress.
I'll tell you from my own experience with my own family, that they're not as accepting. Our closest family members are not as accepting of our gifts as one would like. Let's put it that way. And like even friends from high school or from where I grew up, they don't understand what this is because they never saw it. Like I didn't understand it when I was that age. And so remember that the people that are closest to you are the ones that are going to be the most judgmental of you too, because of what you used to be and how they knew you growing up or how they knew you to be. Like when you start to open up to this and say, well, I talk to God and I talk to, dead people and stuff, like I get great feedback from my clients who come to me, whom I believe God sends to me. But when it comes to my family, it's it's a little bit more complicated.
Yeah, and I'd have to say I've been blessed by having many wonderful women in my life that I've had long-term relationships with. And some of them have been very, very highly psychic and from lineages of like you, Laura, a psychic, right? So highly psychic. So I've had the blessings of living with, and actually my wife who's passed on, my first wife was very, very psychic. She would have Toth come through in the middle of the night. And so we could be, literally in school, for lack of a better word, for 3 or 4 hours in the middle of the night. So I felt really blessed that I was part of that, and I experienced that as second nature. Her sister was psychic and her mom was psychic as well. So I've lived in that world, and a lot of them, the women, were highly psychic. Interesting enough, the 2 women who are the mothers of my children, one of them is spiritual, but she's coming from a very Southern Baptist Christian perspective. So she sees the world through that lens. I loved her dearly for that perspective, but she always had a hard time with me because she thought I mean, I don't want to exaggerate, but she thought that I was somewhat, well, my favorite hat that I wear, it says heretic on it. So that's exactly what she thought I was some sort of heretic, right? So,
Right.
and I have to say, I sort of wear that hat with pride, right? I mean, the fundamental ideas of Christianity I love, and the idea of Christ as a state of consciousness, definitely. But I'm also a nudist, Buddhist, a Taoist, Christian. So, I mean,
I'm not a nudist, but
I just throw that in because it rhymes. But
okay, good.
but there's nothing like a little sun worship as well, too. I love that.
Oh, yeah, I do my sun salutations as well. But I will say that my sister and my mom are very open to what it is that I do, and my mom listens to the show every day, and my sister she's very intuitive as well as my brother is too. They're just not as in it like I am.
They're
And
not as far out as Laura.
well, yeah, I mean, no. I mean, I'm the one that's supposed to have it in this lifetime. I'm the chosen one to do it, to bring in this kind of energy. So, they're amazing people. I love my family, on both sides. But it is a challenge. It is a challenge to my one nephew's an atheist, and he really thinks his Aunt Laura is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and that's fine. I just love him, I just love him. And he has his path and I have mine, and I just love him through it. And we just agree to disagree. It's cool. I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful relationship in that aspect. So, yeah.
I think everybody's at wherever they're at because that's where they're at, and because otherwise they'd be changing. So allowing everybody to be comfortable with where they are at in a family relationship is, I think, really, really important, and to give them space to learn and grow. My son's still working out his sexuality, and as I say to him, whatever your choice is fine. It looks like you're wanting to be on the fence, so you got both sides of the fence is relevant to you, then so be it, right? That's his uniqueness. And I love the fact that he goes to horror movies, and then he likes to go to when they bring the famous movie people together. What do they call those? Those gatherings, and he has a picture.
Oh, yeah.
He has a picture of himself with the maker of the Chucky doll, and he's got a big, huge smile on his face as he holds the Chucky doll. Well, his dad doesn't see that as a relevant world for him to want to play in, but for my son, it's the be all and end all to have his picture with Chucky. And of course, every once in a while, he has purple hair or pink hair or orange hair or pink, purple, and orange hair. Look, I just love him for being my son. I mean, for the fact that he is flying his own
flag. Did you cut out on us there?
kids. The first thing I say is, I love you. I just love you. That's all they need to know, is they're loved.
Yes, absolutely.
It says my internet connection is unstable. I don't know if that's a reference to my unstable personality or not.
I'm just talking over you when you freeze frame.
Oh,
talking.
I think you're just over talking me. That's all I think you're doing.
I don't
But
think so.
anyway, so the line is open, 1-866-369-7464. Give us a phone call, ask us your questions about what's happening in your life, if you need a clearing or a blessing, or maybe even a reading from Laura. Give us a phone call, and we'll give you an opportunity.
And it's Friday today. Let's talk about our Friday class in an hour after the show is over. I'm so excited. I love this class.
Yeah, there's a number of things that have happened. This will be the first time ever that I have ever presented Creating Universal Blessing with Divine Mother, in which we are moving from just allowing Mother to what's the word? I'm trying to find the magic words here. Before, we would say, I asked Divine Mother to run divine energy, and that would be it. You were running the energy. But now we're allowed just lately, and this will be the first time I've ever done, we're allowing the mother is allowing it. I get so excited. Slow down, take a breath. Easy.
So exciting though. I totally feel the energy. So I'm like, yes, just say it. Just say it. I'm
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
So Divine Mother's saying not only can you run the energy now, you can install the energy and all the constituent parts for the person to experience the energy in all of its magnificence. So that's really a huge step forward. It's not that you're just bathed in the energy and feel it, which we used to do. Now you get it installed, right? So this is a new level that we're being allowed. And this will be the first time that I've run these energies from that new intentional level. And also I found that I am statements for abundance. So that showed up too. So I'm going to be using those as well. And so it'll be a double whammy today. It'll be the I am abundance intentions, which is like the, which is the protocol. What am I saying? I'm trying to say the abundance protocol.
Yep.
And then on top of that will be the creating universal abundance with Divine Mother. So it should be a very powerful course, and you too can attend for free. And if you're wondering what particular Zoom link, you could just use my cell phone number, or guess what? You could just use, when it says for a password, you just type in my name, Tyhson, Tyhson, and it will bring you right into the Zoom room. Or you can use my cell phone, 250-803-2482, get into the Zoom room. It's for free. But if you want the recordings after the fact, it'll be $33. And just to let you know, my teacher who helped me learn these charges $180 per session that you're going to have experience for free. So
for free, people. Come on now. And this is about abundance, bringing abundance into your life. That's love, that's wealth, that's anything that you want that's abundant, right? Food, joy, happiness, family energies, all of the abundance that anything that you would desire in your life, to have it come in smoothly. You're not only going to learn how to do this, but you're going to do it with Divine Mother energies. That's amazing, you guys. This is, and it's free. My mind is blowing. It's like, you all got to sign up, because my mind.
The way I see it is, everybody phones me up and says, I can't afford your courses, I can't afford this. Well, listen to this program, listen to the Divine Mother, then you can do whatever you want to do. You'll have the abundance to do that. You can hire me to be your one-to-one coach, or you can hire Laura to get you from where you are to where you want to be. What we're basically saying is that we're going to help you get out of your own way. And not only that, as we believe so strongly in this, we're going to provide this opportunity to you for free, for you to learn how to get out of your way and manifest abundance in your life. So what could be better than that?
Absolutely. And once you get to learn a few things, then come into the wellness academy, check it out. There's so many things to learn, you guys, about spirituality and about opening up your heart and allowing all of these amazing things to flow through. Honestly, that's why we're here. We want you to open up to God's divine light. We do. Absolutely. 100%. Right, Ty? That's why we're here on the planet. Yeah, we're not here to make your life hard. We're here to make your life awesome. Awesome. Share us. Tell people about us.
Yeah, so don't forget, if you share the show, the link to the show, to your network, you get a backstage pass, and you get to join us right here on Zoom, and you get to ask your questions right here. And as we said, if you want to be actually live with us and to put across your point of view, or even talk about your latest and greatest thing that you're working on that has to do with raising consciousness, then you too. And if you are at the stage where you'd like to be interviewed by us on this show about the project that you're working on or the methodology you're using to raise consciousness, then we can interview on the show as well. We just want you to send us a request, and we'll check it out and see if it's a good fit, and you can be on the show. And we do have a Taoist healer that we are in the midst of bringing onto the show as well, and he's going to be talking about his healing modalities. So yeah, so we're open to that. I mean, that was the regular way in which the wellness show was done was interviewing wellness practitioners, heart-centered entrepreneurs, wellness coaches. And if you look at the first 200 shows or 250 shows, you'll find all sorts of interesting people that were interviewed. And so if you are looking for an alternative practitioner, if you're realizing that allopathic medicine is not doing what you want it to do, or if you wanted just to consider another alternative, then I really encourage you to check out those shows. And if you feel an energetic match with one of the people that I've interviewed, then why not give them a call and hire them to help you through whatever it is that you're going through. So that was the purpose of the original show. Now we've opened this up. I like the healing hour that predated this, that ran for 4 years, to have a phone-in talk show so we could actually do the healings or the clearings or the readings for you live, because we felt that was the best way that we could offer it. But we now are doing both. We can interview you, heart-centered entrepreneurs, wellness providers, and coaches, as well as being available for you to phone in. So the line's open, 1-866-369-7464. And do we have any questions out there?
No, but look at what we just got here. Sharon Perry. Remember Sharon and her
Yeah, I do
daughter,
remember Sharon Perry.
Elise? Hi, Lauren Tyhson. Just wanted to say thank you for helping my daughter, Elise, with her breathing this week. Everything said during the call was spot on. I was hoping you could check on my Isaac. 6 years he's been through trauma, and I just want him to free of it all and living his best life. Okay, so let's check on Isaac Perry. Isaac Perry, the son of Sharon Perry.
Okay, Isaac Perry, on a scale of 0 to 100, he's about 75. So there's something going on that needs to be cleared. And just to let you know, the reason that we're doing this show is that we really do like to help you do the type of work on behalf of you and your family, your loved ones, and your clients. But really, our real love of why we do this show is to teach you how to do this for yourself, right? We want you to be able to take this technology of transformation into your community of like-minded people, to take it to your family so that you can learn how to help them be the best that they could be. So we don't mind doing it for you, but we'd rather teach you how to do it.
Okay, so it's actually, his name is Isaac Mastromano.
Okay, well, he's 25% open, so there's something going on there.
Yeah. Does he have a hard time processing sugar, Mom, Sharon? This is why I like it when people call in so we can just get the answers right away. Now we have to wait for the delay.
Yeah. So yeah, why don't you be brave and just phone in 1-866-369-7464, and then we can have a dialogue that moves quicker than you typing in your question and waiting for a response.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
It's definitely on this side of his body that he's holding this trauma.
all right, Eduardo wants to share the Zoom link for Divine Mother. The Zoom link is just when you go to join Zoom, you just type in TYHSON, or you type in 250. I'll just put it up there, 250-803-2480. And I think for those that are actually listening to the show on Facebook or elsewhere on YouTube, I think that number will be up but through Michael. And if not, you can just type in my name, Tyhson, TYHSON, and that will bring you to today's at 10 o'clock Pacific, which will be Abundance with Divine Mother, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So she
And
said,
also,
oops, sorry. She said he seems to have a difficult time digesting sugar or dealing with sugar. So I'm seeing his pancreas too is be very careful, because that could lead to type 1 diabetes. So is there anything that Harold McCoy?
well, I think one thing that you can do really, really quite quickly is and inexpensively is just sign up and get the the 3 brain clearing protocol, which is an alignment between the brain, the heart, and the gut, right?
She
And
just got a deep cleaning protocol last night from your store. So let's try that. That really helps. That really
but to
helps.
zero in even further would be doing the 3 brain clearing. And as a mom, she gets to do that for him, and would speed the process up. But yeah, the deep clearing protocol is really the base way to start. You know, it's really the ground zero in taking back your life of you and your family, and
Mhm.
being in charge of your own healing, your own transformation, and your own manifestation for that matter, and
Yeah.
creating the world that you want. So that's step 1, and then you can zero in, like I said, with the 3 brain protocol. You can hire Laura as a coach if you'd like, or you can hire me to do the deeper work and deal with trauma.
I was going to say the Harold McCoy. I do Harold McCoy healings, and that's on my website. So if you want to go to laurakuhl.com, there's one there. I'd love to do a healing with Harold on him. Harold's already like bringing in a bunch of stuff, so I'm just going to leave it at that. This is too much to do on a show like this right now. So
Well, we do know that we do know that there are certain things in the gut, so that gives you a hint there. We also know that there's a sugar imbalance that could lead to weight problems, so we know that. And we've given you some stepping stones on how to do the next steps. So,
Mhm.
there you are. So the lines are now open, 1-866-369-7464. Do give us a call, and we'll see if we can help you get from where you are to where you want to be.
yeah, let's see what else we got
So
here.
let me just say that my book is on its way, and I'm quite excited by it. It's going to be a little pocket book. It'll be about this size. This is another similar book for empaths, but it'll be about this size so you can carry it in your pocket. If you want to be in my new book, which will be for highly sensitive people and empaths, and you would like to write me a testimonial about your experience with the deep clearing protocol or working with me, then I would like you to send me the testimonial as soon as possible. If you're a practitioner, a wellness practitioner, heart-centered entrepreneur, or a wellness coach, please put in your website and how do people get hold of you, and I will include that with your quote. Also, if you include your photo. So I'm offering this as an opportunity for you to be published. And you can say, I was published with Tyhson Bannigan in his new book, which is going to be a bestseller. So, hello, you're on the Wellness Show.
Yes, hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. And who are we talking to?
Christina.
Hi, Christina. What's up?
Well, actually, I'm just watching the wellness show right now. I'd spoken to Darlene
Yeah.
yesterday, and she twigged me onto this. But anyway, I know that I guess the things that I'm working through right now are a little bit complex and so on. But I just wanted to touch base, I guess.
All right. Well, let's just take a look at what's going on with you, because we can always do a general clearing that everybody would benefit. If you could turn off your sound, that would be great, because we're getting an echo.
Okay.
It's hard enough to hear myself once.
Okay.
All right. Oh, thank you. Yeah. All right. That was Tyhson Bannigan, and he's talking in the background. It's hard to hear myself twice. Okay. I'm going to turn into. So, what's your name again?
Christina.
Hi, Christina. So I'm just going to tap into your field. Yeah, you've got a lot going on, way too much stuff. I would say, if you don't know about the deep clearing protocol, do you know about that?
The deep cleansing protocol?
Yeah, deep clearing protocol. I think Laura has it there. She can hold it up so you can see it. You really need to start that. You're really wide open, and there all sorts of energy can come and go in your energy field. So I really encourage you to start. I think it costs you all of $25 to start with that program. It's a 21-day program with 64 statements to clear. Takes you about half an hour to 45 minutes every day. If you hire Laura or myself as a coach, we'll meet with you every 7 days and cut the list back so it's not so difficult for you. But right now, you're like, let me just put it this way. How would you like to wake up in the morning and have 3 times more energy than you have now?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Really
3 times more energy.
Yeah,
And the
because I'm
majority
really
are-
depleted right now.
Right now, you're like the Walking Dead. Nothing personal, but really,
Yeah.
we
Most-
really need to get you
most-
started on this journey. I would really encourage you to really speed it up because you're really in a vulnerable position. Being 75% open, I would get hold of Laura or myself, and we need to get you started as soon as possible. Okay.
She needs a clearing ASAP.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a general clearing for everybody. This will help you. But we really, while we're gonna do it for you, the power is in it then when you learn how to do this for yourself. Okay, so here goes. So I have my pendulum. So all those on the call that have a pendulum, please use your pendulum. You're gonna be spinning it counterclockwise. This is a general clearing, and it goes like this. I, Tyhson Bennigan, in my holy name of my I am presence, with the assistant time creator and the source of all that is, undertake a clearing for everybody listening to this call or now and in the future. And we undertake this clearing throughout the multidimensional levels of reality throughout all past, present, and future. And we clear all core factors, toxic emotions, and unresolved conflict. We clear all the matriarchal, patriarchal lineage, soul family, star family, and family of origin of any and all intrusions into the energy field. All curses, all hooks, all attachments, all non-beneficial energies, and I declare it so be it. It is done. Thank you. So there's quite a bit of action going on with the pendulum, as you can see here, which for me symbolizes that the action is still underway. So we're just going to let it come to rest. And then we're going to tune into your field and see where you are. Okay.
Does she have issues in her house with like things that go knock in the night? Bump in the night?
Well, let me just check in and then I'll ask her. So we got you about to a 25% improvement, but so you have, how would you like to wake up and have twice as much energy instead of 3 times as much energy? We have 2 minutes to go, just by the way, just to let you know, Laura. And so are you having trouble with, like, do things go bang in the night? Or things spooky in your house? Is there anything like bumpy or whatever?
I'm not sure.
All right, let me check your house. Your house is a mess as well, so let's just do this. So here we go. So I, Tyhson Bennigan, in my holy name, on behalf of everybody on this call, listen to the call now and in the future, clear everybody's house of residence or wherever they're living, and undertake this clearing throughout the multidimensional levels of reality throughout all time, space, and dimensions, both known or unknown. And I clear the house of any geopathic stress from any and all sources, known or unknown. And I clear it throughout all time, space, and dimensions. And I declare it so in my holy name, so be it. It is done. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to let this come to rest here. And then I'm going to a lot of action in clearing everybody's house. So everybody has filthy houses. I didn't mean that you didn't clean it. I mean, just energetically, that it's a bit of a mess. Okay, there's still action going on here.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on, dude.
Yeah, way too much. Okay, so your house for the moment is clear, so that's good. So let me just see, how long will it stay clear? Well, is this a permanent thing? Yeah, it's permanent for the house. But let's put it this way, if you don't do the work on yourself, the house will be reinfected by what you are having in your energy field. So please join us. There'll be a link in the wellness show notes. If you come down through the wellness show notes, you'll say a link to the deep clearing protocol that's mentioned in the show. Click on that. Costs $25. We'll get you started. You can go you can do www.tyhson.ca and book a time with me, or you can go www.laurakuhl.com. And those links, by the way, are to book a session with either one of us are also in the show notes. All right. So there you are. Love to get you started as soon as possible. Take back your life. Stand in your power.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. And I would join the Divine Mother meditation, but unfortunately, I have an appointment I can't miss. So.
Well, that's all right. Just pay your $33 US, and you'll get it after the fact. And you just listen to it, and you'll have all the benefits of it. So that's what I recommend.
Right. Anyway, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're most welcome. And thanks, Darlene, for referring you. So bye for now.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, I think we're at the top of the hour. So thank you, everybody, for those that phoned in and received a blessing or a healing or a reading. We greatly appreciate it. That's what this show is all about. I hope you learned a lot about how to bless your water, and that structured water and healing water with 995 and 997 is really the way to heal yourself of anything that's discordant or not of divine purpose. Please bless your water, bless your food, 995, and spiritualize it with 997. Don't forget to drink way more water than you think. If you want to know more about the water cure, then you can get hold of Dr. Gardner, and his should be in the show notes. If you want to listen to his show that got kicked off YouTube, please send a PM us a message or send us an email. We'll send you a link to the show. And until Monday morning when we're back live, have a great weekend. Be safe, well, and happy, and holy, and healthy. And bye for now.
Bye, Tyhson.
Bye-bye,
For
Laura.
quality online wellness products, courses, and services, visit our sponsors, thewellnessstore.ca and the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy located at thewellnessacademy.ca. To stay in touch, visit us at thewellnessshow.ca. And until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.